Today, we are going to see if we can upgrade this Shimano Calcutta from 1992 straight out of Japan to see if we can get it to compare to modern day technology. So let's get to it. How's it going, everybody? I hope you all are having a great day. So in today's video, we are going to be breaking down this 1992 Shimano Calcutta and going to be doing some modifications, trying to upgrade some of its components and see if it will compare with modern day technology. And we'll actually compare it to my Shimano Tranx 200 a little bit later on today. But just going into this reel in general, I will say it is a fairly old reel. I picked it up for about $45 on OfferUp about half a year ago, and since then I've tossed it maybe about 4 or 5 times, and it can definitely sling some lures. It has plenty of distance, but after probably our 4th or 5th outing, like I said, it started making a really weird noise on me, and just, as you can hear, it started clicking on me. So ever since it's done that, I just really haven't wanted to get out there and test it and maybe hook up on a big fish and either break the reel or lose the lure or hurt the fish or something like that. So I haven't chanced it. I haven't got out there in the water. I haven't tested it in quite a while. So today, that is why we're going to be upgrading this reel. So what are we going to be doing with this reel today? First things first, we're going to be giving it a solid cleaning. Anytime I open up my reels, I like to make sure that they are clean. Just kind of double check everything, make sure there's no dirt and grime, anything that might be broken in there, because I do hear that clicking going on. We'll definitely have to check that out. We might not even be able to fix this reel after breaking it open and seeing what it looks like. But on top of that, we have few upgrades. We have a new power handle that we'll be putting on. It is a Gomexus power handle. Take a look at this bad boy. We will talk all about it here in a second when we get to that portion. But besides the handle, we also picked up some ceramic bearings, compliments of our buddy Real Envy. I'll leave a link below in my description so you guys can learn all about these things. These are going to be your high-end upgrade for all baitcaster reels. You put in ceramic bearings and you are going to be just smooth as butter, guys. It is just going to sling it out there, make it real easy to retrieve your lures, real easy to toss baits of all shapes and sizes, and just make it just overall a lot smoother and easier on the baitcaster. The idea of a ceramic bearing is going to be more or less a hybrid. You're going to have ceramic pieces with the actual metal outer layer, and that allows a smoother rotation, less friction, and just a better overall feel and just smoothness of the reel itself. So now we have a little brief explanation of what we're going to be doing to this reel. Let's go break it down and get started. Personally, what I like to do also when I'm actually getting my reels taken apart, I like to line up my parts as I break them down so that way I know how to put them back together. You got that right hand nut right here, or left hand thread, so you got to turn right with it to loosen it, and vice versa, left to tighten it. So there is our first little breakdown area. As you can see, that's the old handle. This is the new handle. Gomexus handles are smooth as butter. Take a look at this. Just rolling and rolling and rolling, will not stop. And super smooth power handles make it real easy to lay down that power and get that extra torque. Make sure you get those fish in, those really big bass. That's what we're going to be trying to target with this reel. That's what we're looking at. A lot cleaner than I thought it was going to be. So we probably won't have to do a lot of cleaning. We still got to get to the other side though. I did all this cleaning myself the first time. I don't remember if I documented it or whatnot, but that's where we're at with it right now. Okay, so we got the snap ring right here on the reel. So I'll show you guys real quick. You got these little snap rings right there. Kind of looks like a star going around the bearing. That is actually what we have to get off. on that side. This side we do not look like we have a snap ring of any sort. So that one will just press out. But this one, that is why we need these little tiny tweezers. Get up in there, grab that. You can even use snap ring pliers, but I don't think they even make snap ring pliers that small, or I'm not really sure what you would need. So I'm just gonna use these tweezers. Make sure you keep your finger right over the hole when you lift it if you are doing this yourself like me. So that way your spring doesn't go flying like I just did. Because that is the littlest little spring thing ever. Good, so getting this thing completely broken down again, it looks like it is fairly clean. We're gonna go and slap in the new bearings, get this new power handle put on. And while we're doing that, I'm actually gonna talk about the power handle. Gomexus, this is gonna be the 100 millimeter handle, I believe. They have a little bit bigger one, it's 105. But the cool thing about Gomexus is they provide everything you need in the package. So not only do you get the handle right here, but you also get the end caps to cap off the actual handle onto your reel for 2 different types of reels. You have your Shimano, and then you have your Daiwa types. You'll have to kind of look more in depth, to make sure these fit onto your reels that you're going to be using. They also have the little reel spacers that you need, and they provide a tool as well, which is really cool. Sometimes you have to buy this tool by itself, and it's like $15 if you get some of these that are handles. These things go for about $60 on Amazon. I'll leave a link below in my description for this and for these ceramic bearings as well, so you guys can pick them up, try them out as well. We're going to put this together real quick and then get out there in the water and do some tests. We'll probably be testing this out with some soft swim baits, kind of comparing it to the Tranks, and then maybe getting a good idea, putting something a little bit heavier on there and kind of just hanging loose, having fun, still trying to target some of those bigger bass and get into that big bass series. So let's get this thing put together and get out there on the water. Hot damn, it is windy as can be today. I did not expect this, but we're still gonna get out, test these bad boys out, do a little bit of a comparison, try to catch some fish as well. First thing we're gonna do is just start I guess casting this Calcutta before we start doing an actual comparison. We'll do a little distance test here in a bit, stuff like that, but I want to see what this thing feels like with the new reel, the new bearings on there. Smooth like butter. That's what it feels like so far. Man, this reel is so smooth, this handle. Casting is a little bit off, but it is a reel from 1992, so that kind of explains itself. I'm just gonna keep walking this area though, casting as we go. This will probably be perfect for bigger swim baits. Felt something tap it, but nothing. I will say this rod is crazy sensitive. It's really hard to get a hand on this reel and get like a good balance when casting at this angle, so I am a little nervous. Yeah, I'm casting a little weird, a little soft, and we'll just keep on testing it out. Hopefully I can get the hang of it. Oh, there we go. It's just gonna take a little bit of tweaking. It's that open body style of reel, and like I said, it is older, from 1992, so it's not something I'm used to. It's actually manufactured before I was even born. But you gotta love that gold and black, it just pops. Uh-oh. Very windy today too, very dirty water. So elements are kind of against us. We were just gonna keep on going though. Just doing these little half cranks, getting that headhunter just bouncing right above the water. Do a distance test here in a bit. Like I said, this thing flies, so with the ceramic bearings it'll be nice, but the main reason why I upgraded is because I'm gonna be doing a lot shorter pitches like this. I need something that can stay smooth with a little bit more tension on the brake. Almost gave myself the world's worst backlash. We got it. Yeah, this water is very, very murky. It's gonna be hard to find where these bass are. Are we on one? So our line was turning, that was kind of weird. Oh. Oh yeah, we're on one. Oh man. Look at that thing, it is gone. All the way gone. Not playing around with that thing. Tiny little guy too. Crazy spots on him. Black spots right there on his fins. He's got like yellow fins too, golden fins. Beautiful fish. Hell yeah. I felt a little peck. Couldn't really tell because got the power pole. This little guy shows up, so get him unhooked and back in the water real quick. Gonna get a real quick picture. Jeez guys, that guy was seriously hooked, but back in the water, nice and alive, nice and safe. Gotta be careful when they swallow these things because they do not even think about it. They just take it all the way in whole because they look so realistic. So we're gonna keep on casting this thing out and about over here. See if we can get a few more. I did have one more follower after that one hit it, so there's a good chance that there's some more fish out here. Guys, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of a comparison. It is super windy out here. As you can see, we got some white caps almost at this place, and we're just gonna kind of do a distance cast, use the wind to our advantage. I'm not gonna open the spool all the way because I will get massive backlash, but I just want to talk about this thing as it gets flying out there. Okay, so there we go. Got a nice distance, almost hit the wall back there. I will talk about how accuracy is definitely not key with this setup. It's a little stiff, the reel's a little bulky, so it's hard to get those real accurate distance casts. That's why I'm trying to fish it along the walls a lot more than actually casting it you know, overhead and fishing those walls. So with as far as the reeling goes, this reel is so smooth. It is just butter. I mean, the handles themselves are just smooth like that with the reels, but it just feels like it's gliding. You can feel, it's almost like you can feel the hits and the bottom of the ground a little bit better. I'm not sure if that's the rod versus the other rod, but definitely it's a lot smoother, so it allows me to reel that fish in with ease. That last fish almost felt like I wasn't, you know, I didn't feel anything, to be honest. So it's really cool to kind of test that out. As far as the distance, I feel like the distance definitely did get increased, but the one thing that I was looking to get from the bearings was just a smoother pitch and like easier to toss heavier lures shorter distances, and even lighter lures shorter distances. We got that 1 ounce, maybe 1 1/4 ounce lure on there right now, and it is just flying with ease. We were pitching it with ease, and it compares fairly well to got some grass right there, compares fairly well to the Tranks. Go ahead and tie that on real quick. Go ahead and pull the Tranks out real quick and show you guys what I'm talking about. The smoothness of the cast and the noise that it makes is a little annoying. I will tell you, it is a 1992 reel, so it does sound like a 1992 reel. It is very noisy and a little bit creaky, but it's definitely a lot better than it was the last time I remember getting out there. This is definitely going to be a lot smoother, a lot easier in the hands, a lot better feeling, and I can definitely get more accurate, better precision casts, and it's a lot more precise with the spool. So it is going to be all around a better reel and a better thing, better swim bait combo, you know, the modern style. So all around, the technology nowadays is way above and beyond the technology that we had back then, but I will say that it is still pretty solid, and as you can see, it did handle that fish fairly well. So I will see myself throwing beefier setups on that right now. I'll probably actually put on something beefier and keep tossing the headhunter on this. But as far as distance goes, let's go ahead and get a distance cast in. That was just kind of a pitch that I did. You guys saw how accurate it was and the distance I can get. So we'll go ahead and do overhead. A lot more accuracy on this because you got that base handle with the rod itself, and it just feels a little bit better in the hands. You get that low profile body, so it's definitely a lot easier. The reel, I will probably even upgrade this handle to the Gomexus handle, just because it does have that extra leverage. It is a little bit beefier, so your fingers aren't going to slip. It is round, so it is a lot easier, smoother rotations, but it just has a little bit more sensitive touch. I swear, it feels smooth, and it just feels a little bit different. You can tell the difference. So I will be probably upgrading this to a Gomex handle, but in the meantime, we'll just keep on tossing these bad boys around, trying to get more feel for the Calcutta, and maybe even toss this little Tranks a little bit more and try to get hooked up on this thing as well. All right, let's get the Calcutta back in the hands. So like I said, once again, comparing these two reels distance-wise, I feel like you could probably get a little bit more distance with the Calcutta, but it is going to give you massive backlash. This one's a lot smoother, a lot easier to handle. I could probably even one-hand this compared to the Calcutta. Definitely need two hands. So all in all, I will say the Tranks is going to be a better setup than the 1992 Shimano Calcutta. Modern-day Calcuttas are apparently the bee's knees. All right, so we're going to get around this corner, keep slinging this headhunter for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to probably put on something a little bit bigger, go with like a Citizen or maybe even like a multi-segment swim bait, but either way, get in the shade a little bit, try to hit it. We're just working this thing about as slow as you can go. Just little half rotations, trying to mimic dying baitfish or dying gill. Getting hit, I can't tell. There's a lot of rocks in this area. I think we got hit. Yeah, I got hit. There we go. There we go. Whoops, spit it out.
All of that splash for that.
For nothing, right? That was fun. Thank you. All right. Another one on the headhunter. Just pecking at it, man. I could just feel him. Let him have that time to take it and set the hook. I was about to flip him and he just shook it. I'm not sure if we just didn't have a good hook set or if I just took a little bit too slow of an action. Do got a pull up here in my left side sticking up underneath me. I got my backpack all on me, so it does kind of mess with my leverage, but still, should have made that happen. Alright guys, I'm gonna swap out the headhunter we got right now for something a little bit bigger, a little bit beefier. It's gonna be probably what I'm tossing on this going forward is gonna be this bad boy right here, Working Class Zero Citizen 6-inch swim bait. Let's go ahead and clip this off. Okay, trim it a little bit. There we go. 6-inch Citizen, never been used. Let's get it going. I'll double check that knot real quick, double check that line, make sure there's no fray. This will be a lot easier to get accurate with our cast when we're throwing something a little bit beefier, a little bit meatier. Keep that tension on that line the entire time when it is casting. Compared to that headhunter, it's just too light, I think. Oh, damn. Good hit. Good hit. Good hit. Good hit. Let him take it. Let him take it. Oh. Damn, okay. Okay. Good couple pecks at it. Pecked it, pecked it, pecked it, didn't take it. And recommitted at the end. Just had our first good serious hits on the Citizen, like ever. Feels like he had it about that far in his mouth. I can feel his teeth. So, he might have even gone, yeah, he went head first. Wow. That might have been why I pulled it out when I set the hook. I'm gonna try to fish this a little bit more. Commit to it a little bit longer. Oh man. Seems like there's fish in here, but they're just gonna be really deep over here on this side. Man, that thing was almost certain I was gonna have me a Citizen fish. Peck, peck, dropped it. Peck, peck, picked it up again. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. There we go. Oh! I was about to flip him too. He didn't even play, he just smoked that thing. Oh, that was like a 4, maybe a 5. Damn, I was about to flip him. I should have just flipped him right away. Don't trust Flora flipping, and man, oh, I'm like shaking right now. That was like a 5-er, maybe a 4, but definitely a good fish. Took it right at the end. Didn't even like hit it like the last one did, just took off with it. Whoo! Woo! Got my heart pounding. Yeah, I was recording good. Big bait bites, ain't nothing like it, man. It really gets your blood boiling. Got me shaking a little bit. Oh man, he smoked it right at the end. I should have just flipped him. You gotta flip those guys right away. Either flip them or you gotta just know how to wrestle them low, and I have yet to learn how to wrestle them low. So we're just gonna keep fishing this wall a little bit longer. Oh man, that was definitely a toad. Right here, where this ladder meets, it felt like I hooked up to like a tree stump or something. That was insane. Had to have been a female coming out of nowhere. White belly, beautiful, beautiful stripe. To take a look at that in slow-mo, but man, that's why he throw these big baits. This reel definitely even got a little on me, so I know this thing took about the max tension again. Oh man, sad, sad, sad. We're gonna keep fishing it though. Alright everybody, so we're going to be finishing up today's video with a little recap on the upgrades that we did once again on the Shimano Calcutta 251. Hit that Gomexus power handle, 100mm, definitely added a ton more leverage, smoother rotation, and an all-over better control of the reel. Definitely do like this, and I will be upgrading a lot more of my reels with these. As far as the bearings go, it is night and day difference. Definitely the bearings have not been upgraded on this reel since 1992, and you can definitely tell the difference. As far as that clicking sound goes, that's not actually anything that's broken inside the reel. I figured out it's a little sleeve that fits on the outer part of the spool. It's more or less where the brake goes because it is an internal brake. But once again, these bearings, night and day difference, made this reel definitely compete with the Tranks, but as far as all over feel and just functionality, the Tranks 200 is definitely going to be above this 1992 Calcutta. Now once again, these things are available in more modern day technology with brakes on the outside. They already kind of come with like a power handle style, and they're supposed to be a little bit more low profile and ease in the hand. So definitely check that out. It might be something I pick up in the future, but if you guys are interested in picking up some big swim bait reels, that might be the one you want to look at instead of going back in time and picking up one of these bad boys. But got it for 45 bucks, I can't complain. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, please leave me a thumbs up, helps the channel out a lot. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be a part of all the future videos. We are gonna be making a brand new swim bait rod, more or less, doing some upgrades in our future videos. So stick around for that. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.